Okay, so I apologize. I did not have my calculator correct for some of those problems. So I'm going to do, if you look at this through the Chapter 9 resources, you should see problems 7, 8, and 9. Oh, no, we're not going to do 7, 8, 9, sorry. Let's look at problem 10 to start here. Okay, so how I'm going to do this is I'm going to use sine or cosine to solve for these unknown variables. Well, I need to use this angle 16. And from 16, it looks like x is going to be what we're going to call the opposite side, and y is the adjacent side. Because x is across from the degrees of 16 degrees, and then y is that adjacent side, which just means next to. So let's first do the sine. So the sine of 16 degrees is going to be that opposite side, which we don't know is x. And remember, sine is always the opposite over the hypotenuse. Well, the hypotenuse in this case, we can clearly see is 9. Well, now what we need to do to solve for this x is multiply by 9 to both sides. So we're going to have 9 times the sine of 16 degrees. That's going to be what x is. And the mistake that I made earlier was I was not in degrees. So let's go to my Google calculator here. And I believe right now I am in degrees. Let me just test this by saying like sine of 36. Yeah, okay, so I am in, anytime it comes up negative, it's clearly not in degrees. So I'm going to hit degree. Let's just try this again just to test it. All right, it's a positive number. I'm good to go here. Okay, so what I have to set up is 9 times the sine of that 16 degrees. Type it in like that, and I'm going to get 2.48. And I can't even remember. We're asked to do the nearest tenth, so that would just be 2.5. Okay, so 9 times the sine of 16 degrees is 2.5. Okay, so make sure you are in degrees in your calculator. Again, if you're coming up with a negative answer in your calculator, you're most likely in radians. Let's pick another one of these. I'm going to do 13. Oh, sorry, actually, I need to finish this problem, so I'll jump back here. Now let's use the cosine to figure out y. So remember, cosine is the adjacent over the hypotenuse. So now, if I have cosine of this 16 degrees, the adjacent side is that y here. And my hypotenuse is, again, 9. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to multiply both sides by 9. So I have 9 times the cosine of 16 degrees equals y. Let's go back to my calculator here. So I'm going to do 9 times, now use the cosine of that 16, and I'm going to get 8 points, we're rounding to the nearest tenth, so that's 8 7/10, or 8.7. Let's jump back here, we get 8.7. Okay, so that is how you do it. I can jump into, that's how you do it for all these, 11, 12, and 13. One that's a little different, actually let's do 13, because we're going to have to use what we solve for A or B to solve for that unknown side. And what I mean by that is, in this case, I'm looking, let's start with sine. So the sine of 28 degrees, or excuse me, the sine of 65 degrees. From right here, well, the opposite side of that 65-degree angle is 28, and my hypotenuse in this case is B. Okay, so some of you recognize this as almost the cross products property. And if you did cross multiplication, you would end up with B times the sine of 65 degrees equals 28. And now to solve for B, we need to divide the sine of 65 degrees on both sides. And I did cross, I mean, really this could just be over 1. So this side was, you kind of get this here, sine of 65 degrees times B. then 28 times 1 there. Again, that's that cross products property that we looked at chapter 8. So now the sine of 65 degrees cancels on the left side of the equation, and now you have 28 divided by the sine of 65. Let's do that. We're going to get 30.9. And now I know what this hypotenuse is. So the hypotenuse is this 30.9. And I'm going to use that to help me solve for A. I'm running out of space. I'm going to move up here. So the cosine now of 65 degrees, well, that's going to be that adjacent side. And now the adjacent side to the 65-degree angle is that A. And now B, we just found that the hypotenuse is actually 30.9. So now I just need to multiply both sides by 30.9. And let's type that into our computer or calculator. 30.9 times cosine of 65. 13.1. So we're going to get 13.1 here for A. All right, there you have it. You're really doing the same thing with 14. These word problems, I would just set up the triangle